was Love Child with a song called Lately I'm Confused. Now, my two comparisons that I was going to mention, I said I would wait to get on air. The first one is, tell me the very beginning didn't sound a little bit like Rush Spirit Radio.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, I was going to say, oh, come on. I mean, I know some of my references are obscure, but Spirit Radio, we got to know this one, right?
Yeah.
And the other one was, and this is a good comparison, but the other one is once it really got going and started having the keyboards, that sort of thing, kind of reminded me a little bit of the Black Crowes.
Oh, wow. Good. Yeah.
So, very good tune. Like, I really loved it. I mean, I had that kind of a very good kind of blues vocal sound, and just I love the keyboards and the guitar. It was flowed very well. I mean, it was a good layout, and and from the beginning to the bridge to the end, it had a good strong feel to it, like really good substantiated sound. Put that.
Yeah, and I loved they did some really interesting things rhythmically in there. It was pretty challenging and really showed some good chops. Great vocals, like you said. It was a good tune.
Yeah, really solid entry, and I also love the keyboards and the way they had. From a technical standpoint, it always sounds good from these guys, and I love the mix on it. And yeah, great song.
Well, right on. So next up, we're gonna get to the next song off the compilation, and the band's called Queen Bitch, and the song's called Lousy Dice. so here we go with Queen Bitch and Lousy Dice off the Subway Rock compilation. Dig this.
Turner, please let me breathe, 'cause I feel alright. I must bear with the fire to open your eyes. We're here waiting for you. It's the west of town. You can't stop the rain that falls. Is killing my bust on her. Life is written with crooked lines. We're both heaven and hell. Give me some time, the right to work to where my fear stand. And I'm bored for the road. I don't wanna feel my lungs. We're here waiting for you. It's the west.
All right, that was Queen Bitch with Lousy Dice. Now, this song was really a rockin' tune. I love the guitar work. Absolutely love the guitar work. And I'm going to compare it to a local band. Well, a local band like an indie band that we all know, and one of Staten Island's best. And it reminded me of Elm Treason.
Oh yeah.
The guitar work was very well done. I really enjoyed it, and then the vocals were great. And the start, I even mentioned to you before I got on air that it kind of had like a 60s kind of 70s feel to it. And when it first started off, it reminded me close to, well, maybe not close to, but just the opening kind of reminded me of how Hey Joe opens up by Jimi Hendrix.
Right.
It's kind of got that kind of blues, kind of quick little riff at the beginning, kind of gives you that sets the tone for the rest of the song. That's what it reminded me of.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I heard that too. Another one sounding a bit like Black Crowes as well. Great vocals, as you said, Brian. Excellent guitar work. It's a great tune.
It is a great tune, and I'm going to throw something completely out of left field into this. Everybody talks about it reminds us of something, but for some reason, I went to Elton John, Burn Down the Mission. It just had that same kind of groove to it. This was a great song, and I have to say, for those of us who've played in bar bands a lot and played cover tunes, there's always that point where people want to hear a slow tune.
Right.
This would be the kind of tune that you'd bring out and people would go nuts over it. It was great.
Good point. And speaking of kind of like we'll call random references, Dave from Grasscutter is listening right now. He tweeted that it sounds a little bit like Skynyrd.
Oh yeah.
Yep. That's another good one.
And a good point right there. And just speaking of we'll say like older bands and bands that or artists that are classic, and even like other stuff, you kind of get used to them and the songs well. The other day, the radio station that plays in the airport can be annoying sometimes, but we're coming back from break the other day, and it's one of those things like somewhat of a guilty pleasure, somewhat. So let's only take this to a certain extent here. But Rod Stewart is playing. And the one classic one that I think we all know, besides like Sleeping Maggie and that sort of thing, was When the Ocean Meets the Sky.
Why don't I know that one?
It's When the Ocean Meets the Sky, I'll Be Sailing.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I was going to say, I hate to say this, I'm a big fan. It's not a guilty pleasure.
Well, but the thing is, you know what? I know, even though he's old, regardless of his age, nothing to his age, but even though his type of music, a lot of stuff, like, honestly, I don't mind, because, it's one of those things, well, exactly what happened. I was walking back with some people after we were done breaking and it's playing, and, I was singing the chorus because I know the song. I've heard it like so many times, but honestly, I don't mind it at all.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And this day, he's great.
And the same thing with, like, Sleeping Maggie, and I'll tell you, the first time I remember hearing or seeing Rod Stewart was I'm pretty sure it was either the Grammys or the MTV Music Awards, but this is like years and years ago, so this is like tail end of the 90s, and he sang Downtown Train.
Oh, wow.
And I remember that. That's the very, very first song, Rod Stewart song that I ever heard that sticks in my head till this day, and I still know it, and I can remember it. Like, even though, like I said, even though he's not exactly my type of music in general, there's a few songs I like, and like I'll never forget that song, and I honestly, that's one of my favorites. I'll never ever forget seeing him perform, because the stage step was really good. But they're such easy words, you can't forget them. When I See You Tonight on a Downtown Train, just like that doesn't get too much easier than that, right? So
Exactly.
Yeah.
And the guy has great hair.
now, knowing we can start picking on her. What did Catherine say?
Oh, God. I'm out of here.
That's it. That's it for me, folks. Good night, everybody.
Yeah. Next up.
Yeah. So next up, we're gonna get to a band called Stab in the Dark, and the song's called These Dark Days. Dig this.
surely make my way. Not gonna lose, I gotta be brave. It's your life, don't you